Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back, guys. We are at Unadilla in MX versus ATV All Out. Man, Unadilla, iconic track on the pro circuit. It has been around since 1969, believe it or not, in some form or fashion. So I spent probably about a good 4 hours trying to burn laps on this track. So I'm just gonna go through a few laps with you of my progress over the night, and what I learned about this track, and maybe it'll help you guys. I am a new rider in MX versus ATV All Out. I have only been playing this since the national tracks were released. I am not the best, but I am getting down there, and I'm playing on PC, so my times, at least when they first came out, I know I'm not the best, but eventually I think I get down to 17th place on PC on this track. The top time, I believe, is Epic Fate right now. He has done a 144. So as of right now, on this lap, we have a long ways to go to catch up to him. So a few things about this track. This hill is probably the best hill in the game, I think, with those ruts, and it just sucks you down. Man. So this track, there is not one single corner that doesn't have the pre-made ruts in it, unless you count that a little corner there, but I even think that had a little rut. So there is ruts. You have to be perfect to get a good lap on this track. There's ruts in every corner. It's very hard to do a whole lap perfectly, and I don't think I was able to do it all night. So man, let's take a look after this first lap. You can tell how terrible I am doing, blowing through those ruts, but eventually I learned you have to slow down a lot in some of these corners just to keep in those ruts and keep it going. Right, so we improved on that one, and we are now we're just a couple of places ahead of Kellen from Start Your Systems. If you guys have not watched his channel, I'm sure you have if you're watching mine. Be sure to check him out though. A lot of good content. Yeah, so again, every rut, you need to hit every rut on this track. So eventually I did figure out this corner. You do want to go inside there. I totally blew that corner. You need to slow down a lot. It is just, again, slow as fast sometimes, and especially with these ruts that you got to hit. I didn't think the inside rut was not really good there. You lose a lot of speed, and you'll see in a couple of my other laps where when you rail that outside, you can launch pretty far down that hill. Yeah, so Unadilla. What does Unadilla actually stand for? That is an Iroquois name for the meeting place. That's interesting. At Unadilla, again, 1969. It's hosted. It was the very first track to host the Des Nations in the U.S. in 1987, and of course the U.S. team won. With a team that comprised Bob Hanna, Rick Johnson, and one of my heroes, Jeff Ward. And I'm surprised it hasn't hosted a Des Nations since then. Pretty crazy. Yeah, and it has. They actually used to race amateur races on the main pro track until, let me see, I think until 1993. And then after that, it was just getting torn up too much. A lot of the soil was gone. It was really known for the soil. It's a former dairy farm, so it probably had a lot of good cow manure in there. But that's where the Unadilla 2 track came in. And if you watched Wyndham's or Gunzig's, hey, we moved up to 33rd place. If you watched Gunzig or Wyndham's videos, they kind of show you how to get to these other tracks that are here on this map. That outside line in the first corner, it did give me a little bit more speed, I think, but in further laps I was able to do better on the inside line. really had to be careful to not over jump here. It is very rough at the bottom, and if you launch this, you can... I almost cleared all those, and I'm sure one of you faster guys, I'm sure they're clearing that. This corner, I think it's a little bit faster. I missed the outside rail there, but there is an additional rut there you can catch on the inside. There's an inside rut here. On that, I missed it. Yeah, I went past the rut. I blew it. Or you can rail the outside. The sky shot here, doing a big whip. Trying not to over jump. This one, you really have to slow down. You want to triple out of there. And what I figured, you can actually go, you'll see my fastest laps, or when you go almost off of the track. Ooh, a little help from the markers there. Go off the track. You can actually get in the grass right on those track markers, or right outside of them. They're really lenient in this game on how to on the track limit. I did definitely think it was fast railing that berm. I didn't always do a good job. This one, I slowed down a little bit on that one. This one, you want to catch... See, I keep blowing that berm there. You want to catch that inside first or second rut. This one also, that was really slow. You could hear me sliding out in the corner, but you definitely want to get a little bit more inside there. Okay, we've worked our way up to 21st, down to a 151. Over 10 seconds faster from our first lap we did. That inside line right there is good, but man, those markers on the very inside, I hit them so many times. Slow down here. Really slow down here, pull back, get your rear going, and just gun it. That is the slowest part of the track. You have to slow down really low there. You can't jump over that thing into the berm. All right, rail that. See, you can jump so far there, and I'm sure you guys, let me know. Fast guys, are you clearing all three of those? So you get a little more speed once you rail that outside perfectly. Okay, gonna rail. Oh, I'm actually gonna pick up this inside. There's a small rut there. Sky shot. I messed up whipping so many times that I was kind of gun shy sometimes. That one was not very good, but see, I'm gonna do that little trick. Get on the inside. I miss all those ruts. Really square this corner up here. I do think... Oh, see, I messed that one up. I do think that outside berm... See, again, man, coming out of that screw you corner or the elevator shaft, I think it's called the fly drop off now too. I think the outside is the best one. You can get a lot more speed going up that hill and kind of launch out of it. If you come off that inside, again, I'm just not hitting that rut probably very good. Oh, right there. That is the rut to take. And that was the rut to take. Really a good launch there. Shaved 2 seconds. We're down to a 150. Let's see where we're at on the leaderboards. Okay, we're down to 17th. 150. I believe, like I said, the fastest time is a 144 by Epic Fate at the time of this filming. I believe, like I said, I could not do a clean lap all night perfectly. So there is a ton of time to be able to make up. Another thing this is what I was thinking, is what I should have done. A good way to practice, I think. So when you're doing time attack like this, I wasn't doing complete laps. If I was behind my ghost, I would just reset. I didn't really care about ruts forming and stuff because there's ruts on every single corner here that already pre-built. And I didn't want to do a whole lap again if I was already behind. The problem with that is I barely got to practice the last half of the track because a lot of times I would just mess up in the beginning, reset, start again, reset. What I was thinking, if you guys just did the free ride, you can set that marker, the waypoint, to be reset to there. And like when you go to riding schools and stuff, a lot of them, you don't ride the whole track. you do sections of the track. You could just keep practicing each section until you were able to perfect it. Reset, do it again, reset, do it again. Then what you could do is then once you've practiced all these sections, you would be good at the whole track because you just have to string together the sections, you know, via the straightaways. And you would, I think, then go into time attack and learn it that way instead of just going into time attack and just keep doing laps. Right, so I am like up 2.5 seconds and I really blew it in that corner. Otherwise, I think I would have done good. Hey guys, man, I hope you enjoyed this video. A little bit of an insight into how I tried to go faster. If you did, if you like this, hit that subscribe button, leave me a thumbs up, leave me some comments, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Thanks a lot.